In the bustling heart of New York City, a man vanished into thin air, leaving behind a mystery that has captivated and confounded for nearly a century. Judge Joseph Force Crater, a prominent figure on the New York Supreme Court, was last seen on August 6, 1930, leaving a Broadway restaurant. He was a man of wealth and influence, a Tammany Hall appointee, and his disappearance sent shockwaves through the city. Did he flee with a lover? Was he silenced by the mob? Or did he simply walk away from it all? Despite extensive investigations and countless theories, Judge Crater was never found. His vanishing act remains one of America's most enduring unsolved mysteries, a stark reminder of the secrets that can lie hidden beneath the surface of even the most seemingly ordered lives, forever etching his name into the annals of the unexplained. Imagine the world, suddenly plunged into chaos. In 323 BC, in the opulent city of Babylon, the greatest conqueror the world had ever known, Alexander the Great, drew his last breath. But his empire, vast and breathtaking, was left without a clear successor. This was the spark that ignited the wars of the Diadochi. His most trusted commanders, the Diadochi, men who had fought by his side, now turned on each other. Ambition, greed, and the sheer intoxicating allure of power fueled decades of brutal, devastating conflict. Kingdoms were forged and shattered with dizzying speed. From the sands of Egypt to the heart of Mesopotamia and the rugged mountains of Macedon, these generals carved up Alexander's legacy, a bloody testament to their insatiable hunger. This violent scramble for control ultimately laid the foundations for a new era, the Hellenistic Age, forever changing the face of the ancient world. For millennia, humanity gazed upwards, a tapestry of distant lights, sparking our deepest questions. But on April 24, 1990, we took a monumental leap, not just into space, but into a new era of understanding. Carried aloft by the mighty Space Shuttle Discovery, the Hubble Space Telescope began its ascent, a gleaming beacon of human ingenuity, destined to redefine our universe. Imagine the tension, the hope, the sheer audacity of sending a complex observatory so far from home. This wasn't just a satellite, it was our eye on the cosmos, designed to pierce the veil of Earth's atmosphere and reveal secrets previously unimaginable. And reveal them it did, forever changing our perception of the vast, awe-inspiring universe we inhabit. For centuries, it loomed, a colossal, silent sentinel. Mont Blanc, Europe's highest peak, a dream whispered on the wind, a challenge deemed utterly impossible. Its icy slopes were a fortress, its summit a realm of myth and fear, utterly unconquered by human foot. But in the summer of 1786, in the heart of the Chamonix Valley, a quiet revolution was brewing. Fueled by a generous reward offered by the ambitious Swiss scientist Horace Benedict de Saussure, a local crystal hunter, Jacques Balmat, joined forces with Dr. Michel Gabriel Paccard. Under the cloak of secrecy, with nothing but their sheer grit and the rudimentary tools of the era, they embarked on a perilous journey. On August 7th, defying every natural obstacle, they began their ascent. And then, a moment etched forever in human history. They stood on top, the first humans to conquer the unconquerable, forever changing our perception of what was possible. April 15th, 2013. A day etched in the heart of Boston. A day that began with the joyous spirit of Patriots' Day. Thousands of runners were approaching the finish line, their dreams of accomplishment within reach, when suddenly the unthinkable shattered the celebratory atmosphere. Two explosive devices, hidden within ordinary pressure cookers, detonated near Boylston Street. The thunderous blasts ripped through the crowd, transforming cheers into screams, and a scene of triumph into utter chaos. Panic erupted as the wounded and the terrified scrambled for safety. In the aftermath, the city mourned 3 lives tragically lost, and a tense, citywide manhunt began. The perpetrators were eventually identified and apprehended, but the scars of that day, the resilience of Boston, and the enduring question of why continue to resonate. Imagine a world plunged into darkness after sunset. Homes lit by flickering candles, streets by dim oil lamps. This was the reality for centuries, until one man dared to chase the light. Thomas Edison, a relentless inventor, faced countless failures in his quest to create a practical, long-lasting electric light. He tested thousands of materials, from bamboo to horsehair, each attempt a step closer to a breakthrough. Then, in 1879, after a grueling period of experimentation, he finally found it, a carbonized cotton thread that glowed for over 200 hours. It was a revolution. The incandescent light bulb wasn't just an invention, it was the dawn of a new era, banishing shadows and illuminating homes, factories, and cities, fundamentally transforming how we live, work, and even perceive the night itself. Imagine unearthing a relic from the dawn of civilization, a mystery whispered across thousands of years. In 1908, within the sun-baked ruins of the ancient Minoan palace at Phaistos on the island of Crete, archaeologists stumbled upon just such a treasure. It was a disc, no larger than a hand, crafted from baked clay. But its surface was unlike anything they had ever seen. Inscribed with a series of strange, almost alien hieroglyphs spiraling outwards from its center, it presented a puzzle that has baffled scholars ever since. With 45 unique symbols, none corresponding to any known script, this disc speaks a language lost to time. For millennia, its secrets lay buried, a tantalizing enigma. What message did it carry? A sacred rite? A forgotten legend? Today, the Phaistos Disc remains undeciphered, a potent symbol of the enduring mysteries that lie hidden within our ancient past, a silent challenge to our understanding of human history. In the dusty heat of 1854, on the goldfields of Ballarat, Australia, simmering discontent was about to erupt. Thousands of hopeful miners, lured by the promise of riches, found themselves crushed under the weight of oppressive license fees and rampant corruption. Justice seemed a distant dream. It was here, amidst this raw frustration, that a defiant spirit ignited. Led by the charismatic Peter Lalor, the miners raised the newly conceived Southern Cross flag, a symbol of their shared struggle. They built a makeshift stockade, a defiant fortress against an unjust system, and swore an oath to fight for their rights. The colonial authorities, however, would not tolerate this defiance. The British military descended, and what followed was a brutal, brief, and bloody confrontation. Though the rebellion was ultimately crushed, the Eureka Stockade's legacy echoed far beyond that fateful day, becoming a powerful, enduring symbol of the fight for democracy and the right to be heard.